Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from TinaHeals.com, and this video is about a Taurus ascendant, an Aries moon, and a Capricorn sun. So you have your ascendant degree or your rising sign is in fixed earth ruled by Venus, which deals with the earth in vegetation, which deals with the 10th Sephiroth Malkut and the Muladhara chakra. It is the archetype of the builder. So Taurus is very much about rooting. Venus deals with banking and finances, and also the world of creativity, arts and craft. So especially if you have your Venus on your first, you're very beautiful. Even if you're not and you don't think you're conventionally beautiful, there's definitely an elegance and a sophistication about you. Okay, and you like to root, you like to build, you like things that are stable, you like routines. Okay, you have endurance, you have power. Think of the bull, your glaive. The bull is all about stability, hard work, endurance, but it can be very fixed. And when angry, it can see red, and it can be very harmful to itself and others. Okay, this sign is night and hard. Now you have your moon, which is in Aries, cardinal fire, the domain of Mars, the red planet. The red planet that cuts and burns. So this is a very harsh energy, and a 12th house moon is quite problematic, if you ask me, quite problematic. And you have your sun in Capricorn in your 9th house of travel, foreigners, okay, higher education. And Capricorn, wherever you have Capricorn, there's something solid and something tangible. And having a Capricorn sun, you're definitely meant for maybe even government jobs, high-level government jobs, high-level, corporations. Capricorn suns, this is the archetype of the boss. Where the Capricorn seeks self-mastery, not just the mastery of physical realms, but let us understand the ascendant. So the ascendant is the degree of the zodiac rising on the eastern side of the horizon at the moment of your birth, and the sign on which it falls is your rising sign. This is sort of the Jungian interface, so the Jungian mask that you wear to interface with society. It is how your soul was plugged into this 3D matrix. It is how you, your self, your physical body, the way you look, the gestures you practice, okay, all of that is the domain of the ascendant. Okay, it is the first point of touch your soul makes with the 3D world, and it encompasses the lessons of many lifetimes. That's why you're born with a particular ascendant. Having your ascendant in Taurus, you're about building, consolidating, procuring, selling, buying, but do not get trapped into the world of materialism. For Taurus can be quite the comfort freak, okay, and the luxury freak. So they want very beautiful things because Venus likes to express herself through the 5 senses. And since she rules Taurus, she wants to experience good food, good clothes, good shoes. So, she is going to want to buy all of that. So understanding the balance. And if you've had a Taurus ascendant, your life's really changed in the last year that Uranus went into Taurus. I think 2018 it went into Taurus, and your life's really changed. Okay? And in a sense, when I think of Uranus and Taurus, I think of electrical storms and how oak trees root even deeper when there are threats of incessant storms. So that's what's happening to you. You're rooting, you're building, all the restructuring, all the abrupt stuff that's going on in your life is making you root even deeper. But then don't go so deep that you get enmeshed into the world of matter and you don't know how to come out. Okay, and you give into the low vibrations of Taurus. which is about control, anger, um, you know, materialism, commodity fetishism, and all of that, right? Taurus, you're very tactile. You experience the world through the five senses. You like to touch, feel, be sensual, give pleasure, receive pleasure, cook food, feed someone, let someone feed you, even if they feed you, you know. Probably have a beautiful voice because Libra rules the throat and the throat chakra. So and thyroid. So any problems with thyroid can see you putting on weight. Even emotional eating can see you put on weight that you cannot lose. Losing weight is very difficult for Taurus. So keep that in mind. And you have double earth. So this can be very problematic for you, losing weight. Now, think of, you love food. That do not forget that you love food, because Taurus rules food and vegetation and agriculture. So you're very connected to the earth. If you want to plug into your higher self, always spend time in nature and you will be able to do that. Now, another thing is, this is nocturnal womb energy, so it's very fertile. Can get pregnant easily, can get others pregnant easily. So keep that in mind. You don't like surprises, so don't fling a surprise on them and expect them to react happily, unless they of course love you a lot. They're very long, they go for the long haul in relationships, not a quick come quick go, no. But you have the Aries moon there, so you could be a quick come quick go. No, Cap Sun, no, I say no. Okay, do not hold grudges, because you are notorious for holding grudges. Let go. Connected to the Mooladhara, I told you that. So very rooted, okay, very rooted, and you love sensuality. You love sensuality, and you love the pleasure aspect of it, okay? Do not get caught into the realm of Venus, and do not let materialism and hoarding dictate your life. You also have to grow your soul. Now the moon is who we are when the Jungian mask comes off, and we are in our raw, vulnerable self. The moon is who we are when no one is looking. It's our mother, it's our childhood, it's how we will be as mothers. It's everyday habit patterns. It's how we emote, how we exchange emotional IQs. It's our imagination, our psychic awareness, our ESP. It is a yin part of us, and is connected to the Ida Nadi. Okay. Now, moon in the 12th house in Aries is very problematic. Aries cuts and burns. Here, moon does not like to be here, because moon doesn't want to be cut and burned. She's cold and moist. So that is a problem with this moon in Aries. And plus, it's a 12th house moon, the 12th house of incarceration, escapism, addiction. So either when you get really emotional, your moon sign comes out. So when you're really stressed, you could give into drinking. You could give into just flying off into some fantasy. And having the Aries moon tells me you can be quite violent and angry. Capricorn also can get very angry. So you've got these three signs that are very, very prone to anger and violence. So that is something to think about if that's going on with you. Controlling your rage. Now, 12th house is the house of mental asylums, luxury hotels. So your mother could be working in a luxury hotel where she's, kept away from the rest of the world in her own little place. Or your mother may have been an addict, or may have even been incarcerated. Because 12th house deals with incarceration. It is the house of self-sabotage. It is the house of mysticism and spirituality as well. So on the best side of this vibration, you have your mother, who's a mystical person, who teaches you spiritual awareness and teaches you spirituality. Okay? And a lot of unconscious thoughts, disturbances in the mind. Even from moon in the 12th always brings up ancestral disturbances and chaotic thoughts. So having a Taurus ascendant, Libra is your 6th house of health. So that's something you've got to consider. Libra can be very anxious. And if you put on too much weight, it can crack your this pelvis that holds us upright. Okay, so that's something to think about, and how you can channel this anger into something productive if you're feeling angry. Now with your ninth house sun in Capricorn. As I said, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It is cardinal Earth. It is again a very different expression to Taurus, because Taurus is still fixed Earth, right? Everything is fixed. But with Saturn ruled Capricorn, this is cardinal Earth. This is about action. And having your sun in the ninth house, you can be exceptionally good with foreign people, exceptionally good with diplomacy, and really into the higher truths of life. You could be spiritually inclined, because if you really look at it, the ruler of the ninth house in astrology is Jupiter. So having your sun, a Capricorn sun, although traditionally sun and Saturn are not friends, but still, if you put your sun in Saturn's domain, this is about structure. The sun is our father. It's our healthy sense of self. It is our evolutionary impulse. Why we've karmically come to this point. It is how we want the world to see us. So having your moon, sun in Capricorn, this is harmonious to your rising sign. It's meeting by a trine. Okay, and Aries and Capricorn are two cardinal signs, so they are experiencing a square. Okay, because they're 90 degrees apart. There's really, a sort of a friction quality between your sun and moon, which is like, your parents probably didn't agree on many things, and we were of very different outlook. Your father was probably very cold, very calculated, a miser for some of you. Of course, you have to see the placement of Saturn, day-night chart, essential dignities, and so many other things. But you can tell that having a sun in Saturn ruled Capricorn, your father was definitely about structure and about completions and about staying to the point more than your mother was. Your mother was more erratic. The 12th house moon in Aries is more, probably would explode into violent fits of temper, but your father was systematically angry. Probably, your mother provoked him more, and then when your father lost it, he let the bull out, which is Taurus. And then, of course, the Capricorn anger can be scathing, can be dangerous, and that's why I say keeping your temper under control would be very good. You're so suited for public life. You can be into publishing. You can be into even a teacher of higher education. You can be a writer. You can be so many things. This is the archetype of Capricorn is the archetype of the boss. So in a sense, the best thing for you to do would be to work for yourself, or even in high-level government positions. And you've got that covert Capricorn sun, and throw in the Taurus, and you could even go into secret service. Okay, otherwise banks are very possible if you can get that Aries moon to calm down and not fluctuate so much. Then I think you've got the archetype of the builder, you've got the archetype of the pioneer, and you've got the archetype of the boss. So what are you gonna build? How will you trailblaze and show new people the way? And how will you achieve self-mastery? For that is what your sun in Capricorn is calling out for you. Self-mastery. Hope you like that video. Please consider a donation, book a reading. I can't do this without your support, so support me in any way. This is Tina from TinaHills.com. Thank you.